We're starting our harvest. It's been a few days, but we're getting to it now finally. I got a couple Amish paste tomatoes from the raised bed garden. Now, and that zucchini came from, that might be the last zucchini we get from that plant because it started to, when I pulled it away, there was gunk on it. I don't know if it was from another zucchini or what, but like a rotting kind of thing almost. There's a bunch more zucchinis on here.
The zucchini?
Yeah, they're purple zucchini. There's a bunch more eggplants on there, but those are the only ones that I see that are real long. That one's probably on the border, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. Now it's time to see how many cherry tomatoes we get off this plant. Looks like there's a bunch. Uh-oh. Our first problem tomato off that one. I don't know what happened to it exactly, but it's the first one, and this one's produced probably 50 or more tomatoes, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. Looks like I got 10 or so, maybe closer to 15 tomatoes off of that one plant, and the cherry tomato next to it's got a bunch on it too.
You red ones there yet?
Yep. Two that are completely red, and there's 3 that are
blush.
Yeah, they're blushing. This one's getting soft though, so I'm just gonna pick it. How was the black icicle? So we did get a tomato. I was expecting them to be darker. So this was supposedly a black icicle. I had never heard of that kind before, but it's not as dark as I expected it to be, but maybe I picked it too early. We finally have got a bunch of red cayenne peppers here. Well, they finally turned red. So it looks like this week I'll be trying to make a small batch of hot sauce. I got a couple more that are turning, but I got 9. Not really sure it'll be worth making hot sauce, but I want to try it. So, it'll be an experiment anyway.
So this is what we got tonight, guys. Pretty good little harvest. And lots of color there.
Tonight we're racing the rain. We didn't have a chance to harvest stuff out of the garden until now, so we got sprinkled on as we walked out. But I gotta get stuff harvested because it's getting real. This stuff's getting real long. The eggplant, and I got a bunch of peppers. So these are our Corno di Toro peppers. I came out and I harvested a handful of them last night, and I cooked them up with some of our onions that we harvested about a month ago, and had them with our hamburgers last night, and I thought it was really good. So I'm harvesting some more this evening, and we're thinking about cooking them up with some onions and freezing them. That way we'll have some peppers this winter. This one's a pretty good sized one, but they do get longer. These are a really good pepper. Even though they look like a jalapeno, they don't have any heat at all. They don't really sting or burn when you cut them. So that's what I really like. I don't mind the heat so much. I just don't like cutting jalapenos. I guess I could have. Oh, it's hot.
You got any of the stem, did you?
I don't. This is the Charleston hot pepper, and it is hot. Woo! I'm climbing in here and harvesting these Jimmy Nardellos. There's some more long ones like this. I'm not sure if these are a sweet or hot pepper.
I think that was a sweet one. We had some of those early on. taken some competing weeds out of the potatoes here, but because they're so close to some of the potatoes, we're just cutting them off.
I'm gonna harvest this one just because it's turning colors.
Is it softer now than it was?
Same firmness.
Okay, well then we'll wait till they turn then.
It's not hot. At least the sun's not hot like the Charleston hot was.
Loaded though. Hopefully you can see that.
So our lemon balm is starting to go to seed here. We'll just leave it because we like having this in the garden. Even if we don't do very much with it, we like the smell of it. This is my this is one of my Cherokee Purple tomatoes. It is certainly starting to put new leaves on. This is my first tomato off of this one in particular. It's not the prettiest tomato, but it should taste good. Our zucchini, it looks like it's gonna make it, at least for a little bit longer. For a week and a half, 2 weeks, it didn't have any blooms, but it's finally putting blooms on again, and there's two new zucchinis on there. Amish paste tomato. First handful. I'm guessing this is bird damage, but several of these cherry tomatoes have been broken into.
Just a few, these were cayenne peppers.
These are black icicle. These are Amish paste. Look at all those red ones. They're my favorite sauce. Oh, this is a Japanese black trifle. I picked one yesterday. That was our first one that we've had, and it was really good. And this is a Bonnie's Best. This one was real slow picking off, but now that this is the fourth tomato I got. I picked 3 yesterday.
We had one of those, right?
Yeah, it was really good. It was actually 2. These are our Cherokee Tan pumpkin. The seeds were sent to us from Deep South Homestead.
In crazy days.
I think it was just, we were mowing last week. I think it was after we had filmed the garden tour, but maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember now. But I was mowing over here and I looked down and there's a pretty good sized pumpkin that I didn't even know that there was one right there that showed up. It was about that size. I don't know if this is as big as I get or not, but there's a couple more about that same size in here.
One down in here, there's one here. I think there's one in here someplace, but they're getting hid by the leaves again. Here's one of our blackberries, and then the other one met our goat this week.
Sunday, when we pulled in the driveway from church, Nathan said, "Look, there's a goat over in the yard." Yeah, he was right. There was a goat and a heifer in the yard, and on the way up to the front, the goat ate the leaves off the blackberry bush. It's kind of disappointing that the goat ate it, but on the other hand, that means he actually acts like a goat sometimes.
Here's the blueberries. I'm just gonna do a quick rundown this week of what's here. We don't have to share the only one this week.
So we still haven't got out to harvest our elderberries. Not all of them are ripe yet, but we need to bring out a bowl or something and just harvest them. On the other hand, there isn't that many, so we could just come out here and eat them. And we have another crop of beans that need harvested. It looks like this set of beans is starting to die out, which is okay because the next ones are starting to get about big enough to start making blooms. Got the first set of blooms on these marigolds. I'm excited. Then this last week we did harvest some of the basil. We harvested the lemon, the lime, and the mammoth basil that was out front. As you can see, there's bees flying around the basil, so we decided to leave some of it for the bees had some food up here. We need to do our dark opal yet. We decided we're gonna harvest all of the dark opal and then just some of the Genovese. Our sweet potatoes are starting to vine, and I'm surprised because they're vining up the sides. I thought they would mostly just vine out into the aisle, but it doesn't. None of them have actually done that yet. I did get 2 zucchini seeds planted in here. Looks like I need to water them again tonight, but neither one of them has sprouted. This week, Nathan weed-eated the back section here. When we mowed, a lot of the grass clippings from out the front yard went in here.
There's our first cucumbers. Gonna have a bunch of cucumbers when they finally start coming on, I think.
2 of them right there.
1, 2,
Oh,
3.
There's 1. 4.
That's probably the biggest one.
So there's some more cucumbers down there. And then here's our tomato plant. I did try to come out and take all the cucumber vines away from the tomato this week to give it a little bit more breathing room. It probably will get crowded out still, but I tried. So this isn't quite the haul that I was expecting. I was expecting that we would have more than a 5-gallon bucket's worth, but it's been pretty good harvest. To buy these at the farmer's market, it's like $2 a pound, so there's at least probably 5 pounds of tomatoes in here, and I got 3 or 4 eggplants. So this is a probably $40 bucket worth of groceries here that I got from my backyard.
You mean you farmed that from your backyard?
I guess you could say that.